All right. Well, Tony, let's yeah. Go ahead, Tony. You can.
Okay, so let's talk about home parties. Home parties, in my opinion, are the absolute best. They are the funnest. They are the most interactive. They are amazing. They're also hard to believe because let's face it, people are like, "Ooh, I don't want to clean up my house and have everybody come over and this, that, and the other." So, um, there's ways to think outside the box when it comes to home parties.
Real
So,
quick, real quick.
say
The
somebody
link that I sent you, did it work to let you in? Because I have somebody saying they're trying to get in and they can't get in.
only on my phone. Yeah, my computer was being dumb, and I cleared my cookies and did all the things. So,
And if
but
they're doing it on their phone, they may be having problems because I've been having problems trying to get on through my phone.
yeah, see, normally I can't get on with my phone at all.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to
But
interrupt you, but
No, you're fine.
okay, so you think outside the box a little bit. So if they say, "I don't want people to come to my house," well, I offer my house. Then we'll bring them to my house. Then we will have it at my house, and that works sometimes. You can offer a party in a coffee shop. You can, anywhere. They're going to be a little different coffee shop because you're not going to be able to take all the products and things. But anywhere that you can get together in person is going to be amazing. So, say they don't want to have it at their house, offer them a Zoom link. You can have a home party through Zoom. I have done it numerous times. So, my family in Idaho, that's the way they love it. They love a home party. They love to play the games. They love to do all that, the extra and the interaction, and they love it. And so we just make a Zoom, or you can make a Facebook event, and you can then have them stream it onto their TV, and then just one person would type in chat any questions. They all work really well. So when you're home partying, you're gonna want to play games. You're gonna want to play so everybody can see the products. I personally try not to take a huge amount of products because you also don't want to overwhelm people by coming in carrying, like, if you come in carrying four big giant bags or something, they're going to be like, "Ooh, I don't want to do what she's doing." But if you can get all of your products in, say, what I use is a large utility tote. I put everything in my large utility tote. I may have one or two things slung in my bag, and that's it. And that's how I show up. I show up with my air purifier. I show up with everything that I want them to see. I try to choose one item from each category. So I'm probably not going to show up with every single Scentsy Air product, but I am going to show up with the big ones. I'm going to show up with the purifier. I'm going to show up with the quad. I'm going to, then they're going to get the idea. They know if they see the quad, they see how it works, they're going to comprehend how the smaller ones work. You don't have to take them all. I made a board for you today that is full of party games. I personally, I try to play about 3 games in my home parties. I start out with like an icebreaker type of a game that gets everybody interacting and talking and getting to know one another because not always does everybody know each other. And then I'll show some products and we'll have some fun. Then we'll stop and we'll play another game, and like mid party game. And then I also recommend doing a booking game. If you have time, throw in an extra last party game. I mean, people love party games, but ask your hostess first because you will have people that would rather just show up, see the product, order, and leave. They're not going to be into all these party games. So that's where your host coach, where you need to ask your host what kind of people are going to be coming. Do they like to party and have fun? Do they want to do that? Or do they want to just see stuff? I've never had anybody that didn't want to party and have fun. and they are the most fun. They take about an hour to 2 hours, depending on if you're slow. I've had them last 2 hours, but they just were great.
Oh, oh, I have something I want to say real quick. So, a great little kind of game that you can play at the parties that I always did at my home parties is I use 3 sets of beads, the Mardi Gras beads, right? And I'll put it around the hostess neck in the beginning. And I do tell them in the beginning, at any time, if you would like to host a show, like so and so is hosting a show, go ahead and grab a set of beads from around her neck and put it around yours. And when all her beads are gone by the end of the night, the hostess, whatever her name is, will receive a 3 pack of bars from me of her choice, an extra gift. And as well as the people that are taking the beads will receive a gift from me at their party when they have their party. So I love doing that because then it gets them like the hostess is like, get these beads off me, get these beads off me, book a party, and then they're like, okay, because they know they're going to get something at their party. I just wanted to throw that in.
Yes. Yes. So that's why I made the board. I made a board and it has icebreaker games in it, like 6, 7, 8 icebreaker games, different ones. I put them in Chat GPT. I already did the work for you. So I turned them into scentsy already for you. I
So
have
Tony,
so I
when
have
you
icebreaker games, I have party games, and then I have booking games. There's numerous different ones. I try to do different games at each party. So when I'm going to the next party, they're not playing the same games. They're playing a different game, the same type of games, but it's going to be different. So it's not constantly, they're not saying, oh, I don't want to go do that same party all over again. They're going to want to book from the next one because it's going to be different. You have to keep them fun and upbeat. It's like you're going to the same Facebook party over and over and over again. It's like, I know the answer to the games. I know the answer to this. So just keep it fun. I'm gonna pop in the comments because I think my time's pretty much up. I'm gonna pop in the comments the link to the board. And for those that don't have boards, I will also pop in like 1 or 2 sample posts from each one. So you guys can take those and save them for now and have them. And if you're on and you're not my friend me, and I can send you the whole thing personally if you don't have boards.
So Tony, quick question. When you offer your house up to the host for them to come to your house and party, how many people do you encourage that host to bring to your house to party if they don't want to party at their house?
I try to encourage, 8 to 10, like any party. You want enough people to make it worthwhile. But if you can only get 3 or 4 friends together, then okay. Well, I don't have to buy as much hors d'oeuvres.
Um,
I really like the virtual.
yeah.
I like that to do a Zoom and they can put it up on their screen.
Yep, and they can still be in their jammies, but they can talk to you, they can interact, they can play the games. I mean, obviously you can't play the game that's past this, past that, but you can, unless like my sister, she got all the people at her house, and then we did play those games because I was the only one that was on the screen. But it works. It really does. It really does. So like I can give home parties to my family that's 2,000 miles away from me. They get their little group, they get their little drinks, they get their hors d'oeuvres, they have fun. We still play the same thing. I give them the gifts ahead of time, things like that. And so I just lead them,
Mhm.
and it just goes. It works.
I
Can
love
you
that.
send me and Sharon and Shannon your board and your Canva or whatever, and then we can share them in our team pages if they don't have boards or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm going to put it in the chat here too. So I think I've
Um,
covered.
anybody have any questions about home parties?
Tony, so when you do a home party, do you have like would you set it up like your like things at your house? Like would you have like the air purifier in your bedroom or would you have like the flower in your bathroom or do you just put it all on a table?
I would have it just like I would at their house. I would have it out on a table.
Okay.
I'm going to have those things going on in my house. So they're going to see them when they walk in. They'll see. But yes, I will have like a certain spot here set up just like I would going into their home. I would have a display set up. It's much easier. I don't want
Okay.
them to go touring my house.
Mhm.
A
I have
whole of
not
them.
yet had a home party yet.
How
So
many items can we find in Tony's house?
Yeah.
You can
a
have a
lot.
scavenger hunt. You can have a scavenger hunt.
Hey,
That's
actually, that's a good idea. That would be a fun game.
That is a good home
Yeah.
idea.
yeah.
So one thing that I would want to make a comment too about home parties is I get like not just the I don't want to clean my house and nobody come by. So you can do, I know Heather Gorsh has talked a lot about this, another SSD, but she has what she calls an open house, and so does Colette that I talked to Gunner. Uh they do what they call open house pop buys. So they have a host or they have multiple hosts and they do it at their home and they do a time frame. So they say like 4 o'clock in the afternoon till like 8 o'clock in the afternoon. And you have things set up and your people don't have to come and stay. I mean, you can have games if you want, if they want to do something there, but if they don't want to stay, they can come in and talk and look and smell and then go, and they don't feel as obligated like when you have a home party. So that might be something if you
Yeah.
have people that are saying, I don't have time to go sit at your house for a couple hours or whatever, that way
Yeah, I
and
love
people
that
feel.
idea. I really want
I
to
like too.
maybe implement
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, you could have like a little station set up with some Sharpies or something and let them color their flower if you wanted to have something for them to do party wise, like game interaction wise, you could have something like that set up and they just be, here, color.
Mhm.
Go. Go, color.
You can do coloring pages. Cincy does have, do we still have coloring access to coloring pages from Cincy? They used
I
to for
haven't
the
seen
kids.
any.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember where those were coming from, but you could just print out some generic coloring pages for kids. That way,
Yeah, bring the
you could have a little kid station where the kids could sit and color, and then like parents could shop and order or do whatever. Um,
That's what I do. I have coloring sheets.
right.
So another way to party is simple, easy referral links. And home parties, it's not my jam. And I work Monday through Friday like a lot of people, and sometimes I work late. Sometimes it's 6, 7 o'clock before I get home because so I can't say, okay, on Wednesday I can be to your house at 7 o'clock because something could come up at work and I can't do it. So it would have to be either Saturday or Sunday. And I don't want to dedicate my Saturday and Sundays to home parties. And, I'm trying to do events, meet new people and just get out there. So and if home parties isn't your jam, that's okay. It is totally okay because there's a lot of people, you either love it or you hate it. Like Tony and Sharon love it. Casey's never done one. I've done a few. I will do them if somebody wants them, but I like sitting in the comfort of my own home in my pajamas, just doing what I do behind the scenes. But referral links or shopping links is what we call them. Is super easy. All you have to do is it's like when you create your own your own little party, your own little catch-all party, you make that link. If you have people paying shipping and ordering on your website, create them a link and be like, hey, I've created you your own personal shopping link. And since you're ordering directly from my website and having it shipped to your house, order through your personal link. And when you've spent enough, when you've reached 250 in orders, you get free and half off products. And you can share. Feel free to post this on Facebook if you want to. Feel free to send this to your friends, your family, anybody you would like. And they're like, oh, okay, that's great because you're not throwing out the word party because some people's like, oh, I don't want a party, but you're not throwing that word out. You're saying, here's your shopping link. Order when you want to, it'll catch you some rewards. And they're like, oh, and they're real quick to be like, hey, I got a shopping link open. I've made 4 referral shopping links. Um, for this flash sale that's happening tomorrow. Because I'm like, hey, we've got a 70% off flash sale. I said, if you want your own shopping link, shoot me a message. And then I send it to them. And when I send it to them, I'll say, hey, here's your shopping link. Feel free to post this on Facebook and let people know that we're having a 70% off sale and to shop your link. I said, text it to your friends, text it to your family. So shopping links is like my number one thing. I'm quick to make a shopping link, especially if people spending that $10 in shipping. I want them to be earning the rewards for it. So yes, I love shopping links.
There's a question. Sarah, it's the same as making a regular party. When we just call them personal shopping links. So you're just going in and creating a party, and you can personalize it. Like I go into Canva and put, Sarah's shopping personal shopping link or something like that. Something so you know whose it is and they know who it is. So people like to see their name on it and they know that they're going to send it. And that's what I was going to add to Shannon Tears is right now is the best time to advertise personal shopping links when we have this sale coming up. Um, I also have a board that I created that I will post in here if anybody's using boards that you can send out. It's a page, not an actual board. So you would have to copy and change it. And then you can add your own personal links to it. You can add their personal link to it and they can click and shop. Or if they want a personal shopping link, they can fill out the information in and it'll go to your email. So you can create them one.
And
Guys,
another thing that I do real quick at the end of the month, I'll go and look to see who all has shopping links. And because they will expire in 90 days, and Cincy will delete them and they will lose all their rewards and all that stuff that they've built up. So I let them know, like at the end of the month, I see how far they are. I'm like, hey, you're only, $50 away from earning some free and half off stuff. But what I also do, I'll extend that date. You can go in there and edit the date so you can extend it out for like 30 more days or 60 more days. And I also will copy their link and take their link and take a picture of the warmer of the month and I will post it on their Facebook page. I'm like, hey, such and such has a Scentsy shopping link. Check out our new warmer that's coming tomorrow or that is now available and it's 10% off. Her links in the comments if you would like to shop. And I do that for everybody that has shopping links. I just go to their Facebook page and automatically make a post for them.
another thing, guys, if you don't know how to create a shopping link, there is tutorials in your training center on your workstation. You also can reach out to your upline for some help. Don't be, scared to ask your upline to help you. And if they're not sure, there's lots of tutorials on YouTube on how to create a party link. I have one on my own YouTube that I give to my team also if they don't know how to create
It
a.
just gets confusing because in your workstation it says create a party.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so people get confused. It's the same thing. You're still creating the same shopping link, same
Shopping
party.
link,
Yeah.
right, it's the same thing as party
But
link.
in your workstation the wording is
Create party.
create a
Create a
party.
party.
Yeah. So it gets confusing for new people that don't know the language.
Okay, yeah. So, like I said, there's lots of tutorials though on YouTube and get with your upline and ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. That's what we do. That's why we're here. Um, okay, so I'm going to jump right in. And those of you that don't know me, I'm Sharon Hunter, and I'm in New Bern, North Carolina. I have team more than enough, so I want to thank everyone so much for coming on to our call. And I want to talk about pouch parties. Same thing as catalog parties, bag parties. It's all the same. Okay. And pouch parties, catalog parties are really good for those that don't like to do online, that don't want to do Facebook parties.
The good
However,
people.
however, you can do both. You can do a pouch party and also give them a shopping link. Okay, you can do that. But most people that are shying away from Facebook or whatever, this would be something if they're not on there that you want to do with them. I also do bag parties. Um, at my events. I leave them on my table. And thanks to the new feature, Scan and Connect, that you can actually get people's information, okay, right there on the spot. But let me show you what I put into my pouch party. It's just a party in a bag. I'm giving them all my information in a bag, okay? This is what it looks like. Right here, I have my QR code with my sticker. But inside, real quick, I won't hold you up too much. I have,
We're doing great on time, so go ahead,
okay,
show it. It's only
great.
8:25.
Okay,
Sorry.
great. So I have hold on a minute, guys, because I got to change my glasses. I can't see. I have screen glasses and my seeing glasses. So thank you for hosting a Scentsy party with me. And I just created this on cardstock. I just printed it out and cut it. And I'm very simple. I don't really get things made too much on Vistaprint. However, I do have my rack card, my story. And that's about it. Everything else is done on the computer. Okay, so I do have my story, okay, and it has my story on the back, okay, with my picture on it. Had that made on Vistaprint. I also have all the perks. Now, this is all the things for them to have a party, a successful party. All the perks to Scentsy Club. Another little Scentsy Club, the perks. And stop me if you guys have any questions. I have a bunch of business cards because remember, this is a party pack. So you want them to give their customers, their guests, business cards of yours too. I have a showcase brochure, right? This is the big one with my QR code.
Will you open that and show them real quick? Because some people that are new, I know I have some new people, they may not know what that is, different
Okay,
from the
so
catalog.
instead of the little catalogs, the little thicker ones, these are the bigger catalogs. These are called showcase brochures. They're a little cheaper than the other catalogs. I don't know the exact prices on them. I know you get
I
20.
want to say it's 5 for 25. Is that right?
I
Okay.
think so. Yeah, that
And
sounds right.
it's bigger and it's more, to me,
It's
it's
only the products. Yeah, there's not all
right.
that fancy
It
pictures in
doesn't
it.
have combine and save page in it or anything like that.
I
Okay.
like it better.
Mhm.
Yes. So I have those in there. I have a couple of those in there, right? So that they can give them to their friends if they, especially if they're working in an office, you don't want just one. Um, I do have top 10 reasons to join my team. Okay. I put that in there. And I'm not giving this to you in order, but you'll get the idea. I have a special flyer with the rub and smell sticker inside so they can smell the scent of the month. I usually put it right here. I don't know why it's not in there. I'll leave that out.
It's by your
I
bar. It is in
also,
there.
oh, is it? Okay. I have the 10 new scents, okay, the rub and smell stickers. So they have this as well as I put 5, you can do 5 to 10, I do 5 of the testers of the like popular testers, the popular scents. Okay, I put like 5 of those in there. And guys, I let them know that if they host a show, a party with the pouch, they can keep everything in here. I don't need this stuff back. This is paperwork mostly. This is for them. They're hosting a party, right? I have my newsletter, my monthly newsletter. I print it out. I create it. A lot of times I just grab it from somewhere and edit it in Canva, and I put that in there. I have the hostess rewards sheet that you are all familiar with. All right, what they're getting, right? What they'll earn in rewards for hosting. I also have order slips. You don't have to, but I put order slips in here because they might be handing them out. They might be dropping something off. They can just say, here's an order form. right? You don't have to have these in there. You can just make paper ones. I used to just copy them and make paper ones and print them out. Okay,
Also, if you
go
have
the
somebody
easy
that's
way.
collecting that wants to share shipping, like if she's collecting orders and having it all shipped to the host house, that'll help them save on shipping so that if they collect orders and do one big
That's
order.
right. That's correct. I also put in here um, the flyer that shows the joint kit for the $99. The 99 kit. I printed out, and I also have the QR code that leads right to my join page. Then I put in a magnet. This is my business card on a magnet. This is for the hostess. Okay. She can put these on her refrigerator. Karen, do you have a question?
Where did you get that at? Did you get that at Vistaprint?
Vistaprint. Yes.
Okay.
And you can get a whole bunch of them, and they're really not that expensive, guys. You have to sometimes invest in your business to get back. Okay. I'm not telling you to break the bank, but something, if you don't have a magnet, print them on the computer, but please have business cards of some kind. Print them out right on your computer. I have a pen in here with my information on it. I have a whole bunch of samples, and that's what I put in here. A whole bunch of samples, swipes, dryer sheet, Scentsy Clean, Scentsy Fresh, some other little wax samples, and some wash-a-whiffs. Okay, all that in this one little pot.
Sorry.
And what's great about this is that you can send this in the mail. You can send this in the mail away to people. So anybody can do a pouch party. This ain't just for someone that lives near you. Okay, I put it in a bubble mailer and I ship it off. It's a party, y'all, right? So this is called a pouch party, and it's just a great way to party off of Facebook. And when I do my events and I have them in a bin in front of me and someone is looking to take one thinking it's just samples, that's when I'll start talking to them and say, hey, that's a party in a pack. Would you be interested in hosting a party? You can keep this, right? You can keep everything in there, and I'll get all your information and we'll party that way. You share it with your friends and family. I will text you your own personal shopping link, like Shannon was saying. I'll text you your own personal shopping link. You can share it with them that way also. I give them the scan and connect code. I get their information in return. Boom, bang, we're done. So that's how the party in a pack works. Does anyone have any questions on that?
And another thing, if you're new and just starting out, don't let this party in a pouch overwhelm you. You don't have to have a printer right to go with. You don't have to print all the things. Just get you I recommend getting the brochures because I got 50 for like $10 because I think they are like 5 for 25. So they're super cheap. They're like half the price, I think, of what the catalogs are, and you get double. What, right? How many catalogs do we get when we get a pack of catalogs?
25.
It was 25.
Oh, is it?
Hmm?
Yes.
And but it's like $10. Is it $10 or something usually when we get
I
those?
think it was
Yeah.
5.
But guys, you don't even have to do that with the catalogs. You can buy the paper ones and trifold them.
And I
Okay?
love those too. Those
Yeah.
you get three, you get 150.
Yeah. You can trifold these. I use these in my opportunity packets that I carry with me in my pocketbook every day. Look, trifold, stick it in there. You can put 5 of these in there. You
Do
don't
you
have
know
to.
how to fold? You can make that into a pouch party. Do you know how to
Yes,
Yeah,
fold them like that? Yeah, fold it up
yes,
I
a
do.
third of the way and then fold it, and it'll make a little pouch.
right.
yeah,
So,
you can make it simple, very, very simple. You don't have to have all the things because I take those product lists and I trifold them. And when I make my samples of the month, after I mail it, all my samples out, my extra ones, I save them to that and I leave them at gas pumps when I get gas. I leave them all around. Somebody's like,
right, something
oh,
like
these
that.
sound
Yeah.
fancy. I have it. Yes, here you go. Here you
Yeah.
go. Yes, I
Something
they
like
hand
that,
those
you
out like
don't need all
candy.
that stuff in. Something like what Shannon's talking about, you don't need to put all this in, just a few things. But this is a pouch party. So you want to have samples, you want to have testers, you want to have um, paperwork so that they can all sit together wherever you're sending it to or giving it to, and they can smell the testers, look at the different products that we have, you know, uh, smell and see the different little samples of the different things. And if you don't have those samples, the washer whiffs, the counter clean, you don't have to put that in there. But if you have old testers and there's the current scents, you can put those testers in there. You don't have to have the rub and smell stickers. You need to just put enough stuff in there that they're going to want to share with their friends, even if it's just catalogs, guys. Put it in there so they can share with their friends, sit with them and show them different things and let them smell different things. It's not, you're going to do it the way that it's going to work for you. This is just how I do my pouch parties. Okay. So, and it works for me. So, if you have any questions, feel free to message me or ask your one of your uplines about the pouch parties.
And the more money you make, the more parties you have, the more money you make, the more you can invest in yourself a little bit. Like if you're just starting out, maybe you only have some samples and the product list. But come next fall, you might can upgrade because you did good this summer. You had some good parties. You were able to, buy a little extra. And come this fall, maybe you can buy a tub of washer whiffs to make samples with, or I mean, it is nice if you could do like the dryer sheets or the laundry scentsy suds because that's flat, one stamp, like one stamp. You can trifold that product brochure and do a laundry and a few wax samples, and it's one stamp. So start out cheap. Don't feel like you have to spend a whole bunch of money, and then the more you make, the more you can invest in yourself a little as you grow. I mean, that's how we all started out. We all started out doing the bare minimum, and then we grew until we were, comfortable where we were at, what we wanted to do.
Yeah, and you don't have to have these Mylar bags. These are 8 by 11. I get them on Amazon, a whole bunch of them. You don't have to have this. Guys, you can put it in a Ziploc bag. A regular gallon size Ziploc bag will do. If you're sending it, you don't have to put it in a bag. Just stick it in the bubble wrap. Okay? You just got to do what works for you to get this into their hands to share with their guests. Okay?
And samples don't have to be fancy. You don't have to have molds. You don't have to do anything. All you need is you can go to Hobby Lobby and get a pack of 100 of the little 2 by 3, I think, baggies. I think
Yeah.
they're like $1 something, and you'll have 100 of them. Yeah. And or you can have them ordered from Amazon. You can get them bigger stock there, but you can just buy $1 crinkle cutter and chop them up and put pieces in there. People don't care what they look like as long it's free. It's free sample. They don't care what it looks like. If you have leftover bottles, I think Shannon said that at one point somebody said that like if they had a almost empty bottle of Scentsy Clean or Fresh or whatever, they'll just give the whole bottle and say you can keep the whole bottle, just try it or whatever. If you don't have stuff to put the liquids in, it doesn't have to be anything fancy and you don't have to have fancy labels. You can take all my first samples were in the baggies with handwritten marker on them and said what they were. It says wax sample and what the scent was. That was it. Doesn't
Mine
have to
too.
be anything fancy. That.
Mine too.
I was thinking too before I'm going to talk about Facebook parties. But before that, your pouch party made me think. Are you done, Sharon? Or was
Yes,
there?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Sip and sniffs. That's another party type that you could have, where if you get a girl that doesn't like they don't have time or they want to go out and eat lunch or something. So you can always schedule something where they invite 2 or 3 friends. You don't have to have numerous people to have a party or whatever. You can create those shopping links. You can create a sip and sniff, which is what they call them, or they're calling them pop buys, where you can go to Starbucks or you can go to a Wendy's or a winery or somewhere like that, take your testers. That's all you need. Your testers that you come in your kit and some catalogs and some order forms. You can make one of the girls a host, or they can do it all together. And if they want to split the rewards, they can all do that. It can be under one person's name, and you can just have them split the rewards if they want to do that. Because I know some of my customers are willing to have parties, and they're like, I can't really afford the half price stuff. So you can offer the half price stuff to some of their customers if they don't want to use them or if they can't afford them. There's multiple ways that you can do this. So Facebook parties, the only reason I'm talking about Facebook parties, it's not because I am a genius at them or anything. It's just because I started during COVID and that's the only party I've ever really done besides couch parties and stuff. So the thing that has made my Facebook parties is that don't be afraid to find mock parties on Facebook because there are numerous consultants that make amazing mock parties that you can steal ideas from and that you can do. So don't think that if you've used any of my stuff that I've created all that because I haven't. There's people out there. If there's one thing that I learned from boot camp and from the leadership this year is that we need to people what did it say? I can't remember exactly the quote, but something about standing on the shoulders of giants. So basically anybody that's created these people that have been in it for 15 years, there's no reason to recreate the wheel. There are people out there are things out there, there's YouTube videos, there's everything out there. Like I said, there's mock parties, so don't be afraid to look, Google, find, ask us. I know when my new girls come in, I automatically try to get you guys to join what's it called? Real life pictures of scentsy because people take their real life pictures because you don't have to buy all the stuff to take pictures of it and have personal pictures. You can do personal pictures from Facebook. People don't, if they post them, they usually don't care. And especially in that group, that's what they're meant for, is to share. There's all kinds of flyer groups. There's all kinds of mock parties. Like I said, we all use one of our best girls. Her name's Emily, Cleveland. I'm sure you guys have all seen that. So I use a boards, which I know we've talked a lot about boards here. So um, I have shortened. When I had my first party, well, not my first party, but when my sponsor had my first party, she did my party for 2 weeks. She posted for 2 weeks, like every couple hours. And I was like, no, there's no way I would want to do that. I could do that. I didn't know you could schedule post or do anything like that, but I was like, there's no way that I was getting lost and I was not interested after 2 weeks. So I shortened mine to a week. I mean, I keep the shopping link open longer, but the actual party itself is only I shortened to a week, and now I am down to 3 days. I can do mine in 3 days. I do post every hour. I also do text parties, and I also do messenger parties that I've done, which are very short and sweet. They do not like most of your people that will want personal shopping links know Scentsy. They know what's up. They know what they want. Their friends know what they want. They want to reorder their favorite scents. They want to do ever. So they don't want all that crap. So all you have to do is just send out the new stuff. And that's what makes the messenger parties and the text parties simple, short, and sweet and easy. And that's all you have to do. So I use boards. That's why they sent me to you last. I also have, Emily also has a mock Facebook party that you can join and you can um, do those. So I'm going to show you the board that we use and I hope you guys can see it. So she does a 3-day and a 7-day party that you can do. I think I only downloaded her 3-day. I think she's got a 4-day party here. Oh, yes. This is 5. Okay, so for all of you that don't know what boards is, it is a filing cabinet. Basically, let's see if I can get this to there. So this is what it looks like. This is your home screen. These are boards that are on the right hand side here that I have different storage in. So the ones at the top are my pages, which are quick, sweet little things that I can send that are usually they can scroll through in like 2 seconds and hit a button and be in my link. So I know that's going in and out. I like to think of it as a filing cabinet. So you know how you download a whole bunch of pictures because you want to have all the new and great things for a party? You can download those all in here, and it doesn't take up storage on your phone. So that makes it nice. Where's her mock party? I know I just had it. There it is. So Emily does a Facebook party in here. If I can, I know this is going to be hard, guys. Let me just pull it up on my computer. I don't know why I'm trying to do this. Give me just a second here.
And if you don't have boards,
Yeah,
she has
you can use the
actually a
Facebook.
page too. Yeah, she has a
Yeah, you can
Facebook
use,
page.
yeah, she has a Facebook page too, and it has all the same stuff in it. Boards is just very quick and easy. You don't have, there is a free version still. I looked it up. Um, Sharon.
And I love boards. I think all three of us, we use boards
Yeah.
and I love it. And people are constantly making new boards. They're making new things to help you with posting and stuff like that. And they share it. And then all you got to do is add it to your boards. And then you go in there, copy, paste, and post it in on your pages.
What makes boards so simple and easy is that, like I said, it is super, super easy. So don't think you have to be computer smart because I am not. I will be 50 this year, and me and computers do not get along. Like I don't know how to do anything. I'm that generation that I did not get all the training on computers. The only thing I know is what I've learned at work. So this is what it'll look like when it looks a little different, but it still looks pretty much the same when you pull it up on your computer. And so I'm just going to give you a brief overview because if any of you guys are interested in this, we are going to do an actual training with boards just to show you briefly what it is. The best thing about boards is it's all on your phone and you can connect it to your keyboard and go right from your keyboard, which I will try to show you here in a minute. But like this was my first board I ever created. So this is all my thank yous. So immediately as soon as a board order comes through, I can see that. I can click in here. Here's all my thank yous. So I have them divided by spring, fall, summer, that kind of stuff. And all you have to do is copy, paste it right into your Facebook page, a text message, or whatever. However you want to send it. Here is, let's see, here's Emily's new party. So she has also created a summer scroll party. She also, and here's her Facebook party. She has messenger parties. She even added spring and summer wax bundles that are already pre-made for you. Um, so when you start a party, this will go day by day. You can literally copy and paste. But if I'm telling you right now, if this doesn't sound like you, which it probably won't, because Emily is a Gen Z, definitely, and she talks like a Gen Z person. So she talks very young. So if you're not a hey boo, whatever, that's people are going to be like, this is not you. So you may have to tweak the wording, but all you have to do is simply click on this, and this will be added right to your Facebook page. And so you can add, delete, change whatever you want. So that'll be the wording, and then you can add whatever picture you want to it. It just makes it very easy to set up posts. Like, let's see, getting started. This tells how to change all your Facebook stuff so they get all the alerts. So you can add that post to this picture. And so she's got all of her stuff in here on how to tell your customers how to do that, or your Facebook partiers.
And when you edit it and save it to make it your own, it saves it like that. So you don't have to go and change it again. So
Mm-mm.
this will be ready for you once you go through it and tweak it, it'll be ready for you the rest of the summer.
Yep. So you can use it all. Like she has all her pictures and all of her stuff, and so you can change all of it you want. Um, she's got shopping link pictures. She's got everything. Like I said, it's day to day, so you can post as much or as little as you want. Like I said, got this down to where I can do all of these posts in about 3 days. Um, she's got parties. She's got pictures of warmers. So like for hers last year, I don't think I changed. my wording. I changed my wording as I did it. Somewhere I saved. Yeah. So I just went in and saved all new pics. After we left SSFR, I went down and downloaded all my pics that I had. That way I had them all in here. Then I did other categories in there. So I knew where my fan diffusers were of all the new stuff that I wanted to post. I suggest if you do Facebook parties, not to, I'm gonna stop sharing this one. I don't know if I can get to her Facebook. I was gonna look and see if I can find her Facebook party.
Get a name.
Mock party. Here, mock party 2025. I don't know if this is it. Get it to come up. Yeah, I think this one's it. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Now let me share my screen with you again. But you can copy and like I said, don't try to recreate the wheel. But if this stuff doesn't sound like you, don't be afraid to switch it up. I just lost my 1 minute. Where'd it go? You guys, I'm having trouble getting to come up here. There. Share. All right. Now. Still sharing that screen. Anyway. Probably because I still have it up there. There we go. So this is Emily's mock party too that she has on Facebook. So she keeps this updated. I don't know why it's not going to let me show everything. Oh, I guess because this is my old Facebook group. I'm not in there. I don't know if she has it automatically so you can join. Yeah, Facebook's stupid, so don't. This is crazy, but this is the one that you'll want to look for that Emily does, and she has day to day. She updates the scent warmer of the month, so you can go in and copy pictures. You can copy what's going on in here, and she lets anybody in. She pretty much has everything posted in all of her stuff. I thought I could show it to you, but I guess I could show you.
Let me just add that for those of you that don't know boards, I highly encourage you to learn it, unless it's overwhelming for you. But Casey had told me about adding a boards. I do have a web page like this of boards, and Casey had told me about adding the link to a messenger party I was doing, and it was such a hit because after I did the party, I had put that boards link at the end for everybody to go in there, and it just gave them the whole review of everything I just did in that party.
Yep.
But had I used that first, I wouldn't have had to go post throughout, what I'm saying, throughout the week. I could have just posted that link to the boards and they could have just shopped right from that link. So,
This is the one that I created for, it's kind of like the one that I sent to you that created. So this is the one I'm sending out for our sale. Can you guys see this still? Is it
yeah.
showing?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what it'll look like when they open it up on their phone. So it's kind of like a scrolling party. And then I just went to Chat GPT, which is another app that's free that I highly suggest that you use because it is wonderful. Especially if you're not good with wording and you don't know what to say, you can literally say, I need a post for the sale. And that's what I did. And I said, hey, this is what it's called, sweet something. And so that's what it did. And so this is all created by ChatGPT. I just added it in there. If they don't want a personal shopping link, they can click here to shop tomorrow. If they do want a personal shopping link, they can add their name, their email, their phone number, and mailing address here, and then hit submit. It will go to my email, so I know that they want a personal shopping link. And then I can create that for them because I have all their information right here. And it's really nice. Like you can add and subtract a lot of stuff when you're making like a scroll party or a texting party. Don't get real super wordy. I don't know if I can bring
I
up.
love that, Casey.
Thank you. And then I have one I started for the destination collection. I haven't quite finished it yet. That's getting ready to come out. So, but you
Ooh,
can
I
see how
can't
you can
wait to
add.
get that.
So you can see how you can add and subtract and feature different things. See, this is one I couldn't get to work because I couldn't get my messenger link to work for some reason.
Um,
So I may just go back in and switch this to a message or where they can add that form if they want to pre-order and say fill out, because you can do a blank fill out and it'll come to your thing. But these are like, I mean, look how professional they look. And I did not create any of these. Well, I did this top one, but I did not create any of these flyers. They're just ones that I found that I used from somebody else. I mean, like I said, don't try to recreate the wheel on these.
yeah,
Um,
because I don't even know where to begin to create it. Now I use boards and I use all the things, but I don't know how to create a board. I steal everybody else's, I copy it, I tweak it to make it my own, and I
It's all
post.
how you connect with your customers too. A lot of it is like I message, like my customers know that they will get a message from me. I feel like I'm not being intrusive if I use Messenger. Some people use emails. You could easily still slip these into emails if you wanted to. And I don't text people. I have started texting a few more people, just because I feel like that's like I don't want to bug people. So I use Messenger and my customers know that's how to contact me and how. So it's kind of whatever you start with. So if you want them contacting you through Messenger, get them on Facebook, get them through there. If you've always done email, then stick with email. If you've done texts, however you want to do it. But like I like creating these quick little things that they can open up and click and
We
go
like
into.
you creating them
Yes,
They're
we
super,
do.
super easy.
because
We only
I
have
am not
2 minutes.
crafty. I am not crafty. I don't think outside the
I'm
box.
trying to do the scent personality one, but I can't figure out how to get it to click and like submit. But now that I figured out how to get it to go to my email, I might work on this one again. So, um,
And
but
guys,
it's
if this looks
super
too
easy.
over, yeah, if this looks too overwhelming for you, don't start with this. You know, we're giving you different ideas of different ways to party.
Let
And
me
then you can gradually work on this, but you
let me show you how easy though it is real quick and briefly. So if you want to make a new board, say like for the thank yous, if you wanted to add new, if you want to totally create a new one, you're just gonna all you're gonna do is hit the plus, and then over here it says add. So when you click add, this is how easy it is. Do you want to add a text? Do you want to add an image? Do you want to add a link? Now they have new videos. You can even get your YouTube videos or your TikTok videos or whatever. If you want to add a form, it's super, super easy. Once you create this, like you name, this says my board. Right here is where you would change it to be thank yous or whatever you want it to be. And then click and add. So you just easily can type your thank yous or whatever you want to
I do
type
think it's
in.
more easy on the computer than it is on the phone.
See, I started with the phone, so it's just as easy for me to do it on the phone. Plus, I have all my pictures saved on my phone. I have more pictures on my phone than I do on my thing. So that's why it's easier. But you can always create your content and then go back and add your pictures like from your phone. Like I said, it's just a click of a button. I mean, everybody can figure out how to add or subtract. And I mean, just playing with it, like when you do add members, like if I create like how Emily does, she is like all those that I want to. If I wanted to create a board and then add you guys to it, I think I've sent my thank yous and stuff like that, so I can add certain people in here. I don't even know if I have your email on here, Tony.
And also, if you're interested in this, download it on your phone.
Right, we'll do a
Let
long.
us know that you've downloaded it, and we can all of us we can send you the the party for this summer, and you can play with it, play it around, and then when we come back next month and we have the boards training, then you already have the boards downloaded, you'll have the stuff saved, and then we can help you do stuff. Far as it comes with interacting, sometimes that's a hit or miss. I'm not having a whole lot of people interacting right now either. Like my interactions are low as
That's
well.
why I feel like if you can shorten it to something that you can just send out in a message or a text with a link for them to click on, they're more apt to jump on and just something they can,
Mm,
it's all right in their face. They want simple, quick, and easy. and they don't want to have to join a party and then watch and play games on there. So my Facebook parties have been hit or miss. The very one I have two going on right now. I just ended my 3 day party part of it. The link's still open, and because the sale's coming up and stuff like that, she only had, out of the 40 people she invited, she only had 11 join. Well, 10 joined because 11 was counting her. Um, and so I just went at the end of the party and I was like, thank you all so much for joining and supporting Katie. Just in case you didn't have time to see what's going on, here's her link if you'd like to support her. And I have gotten 3 orders in the last 24 hours because I sent those out last night because people just don't have time. I know I don't have time. I'm super, busy with my kids and everything else. And I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses. It's just life. That's the way it is. But you can do host coaching. I don't even know where I got this one from. This is one of them that I got. This is okay. Something you can do for if you do have a Facebook party that is going bad, real quick. At the beginning of your when you're doing your host coaching and you're talking to your host and telling her to invite people, you can do this as a little side thing. We use Hype Girls. So it says get 5 of your best customers is what it says. I think I got this actually in another one. Okay, so here's what I send her. Da-da-da-da. So I send this to her and it says, let's try this. So get 4 or 5 of your girls. This is a kind of a special thing for just her best friends or whatever. And they agree to be her hype girls in the party. So their only job is to go through and comment, like, post, tag, whatever, in the party. They don't have to buy, they don't have to do anything. They are just going to be there. And then at the end of the party, when it's over, if those girls did their job, if they went through and posted and texted and or not texted, but posted and liked and shared and tagged people in it, then at the end of that party, then I give a prize out to one of them. I've only had 2 or 3 people, so I usually end up giving all 3 of them some kind of prize. But the one that did the most is the one that'll get a bigger prize. Um, and it's not huge prizes. Like I've done, I think, a 3 pack of bars, and then I did a flower, I think, one time or something. But then she gets them to agree, and I make a little group chat message amongst the hype girls and us, and then I talk that way. I can talk to them and say, hey, this is what's coming up. If you know anybody that's that likes the unplugged products, today is going to be all about unplugged. So think about who you could be doing. And then I send her this. This is something that the host can send to them that says, hey, I have super exciting news. Me and my wax dealer have been talking, and she has a lowdown on the amazing new scents for fall and winter. You can tell I haven't updated it yet for spring. But that's not all she's going to sell, show, blah, blah, blah. So it kind of just gets them hyped up and gets them talking, and you start off good by having people. Plus, that changes the algorithm with Facebook. If you have different people that are joining and commenting and posting and doing all that stuff.
That's good, Casey. I love Casey's boards. Casey's hand down. She's the person when it comes to boards.
Thank you.
Um,
I don't
So
do the big
if
parties, but
you want to get in Emily's mock party page on Facebook, let us know and we can either send you the link or try to get you added. If you want to learn about boards, go ahead and download it. Let us know that you downloaded it. We will go ahead and send you the mock party that's on Facebook through boards so you can play with it and play around and test it. And then that way you already have it downloaded, and if y'all do have it downloaded and you want a boards training more in depth, we can do that next time. Just let us know because we need to know if you've downloaded it and you want to learn more before we, talk about it and it's not something you want to use right now. But like I said, if it's not something you use, we have the Facebook page, and that's easy to go to, copy and paste and schedule your party that way as well.
yeah,
Um,
Judith, with about posting and no one interacting, it's hit or miss on Facebook anymore right now, especially in the summertime. I hate doing Facebook parties during the spring and summer because nobody's on their phones. They're all out at kids' sporting events, they're at vacation, they want to unplug, they don't want to do any part of it. And the hype girl thing is about the only way that I can get a few people to interact on there. I suggest messenger parties or scrolling parties, something that doesn't take very long, something that's in their face. And if you don't have boards and you want to do it, you can still do a Facebook or I mean, do a messenger party or a texting party. Get a picture of the catalog, post it and say, here's the link to shop. And then one day you can, and then like a few hours later, you can post a couple pictures of the, or send out a couple pictures of warmers that are new and current or new and in the catalog. It doesn't have to be like, you don't have to post every hour. You don't have to be there, doing all that stuff. So less is better. We're finding out with to keep everybody's attention with focusing. They
especially in the
want to
summer.
see you. Yeah, they want to see you. They want to see you using the products. So going live, you don't have to show your face. You can easily get something and like turn your camera and just hold it up in front of the camera and say, this is the new, Scentsy Go. It has batteries, it has whatever. Um, or you can, not turn the camera around and be spraying your Scentsy Fresh on your bed or something like that. You don't have to get in there because my whole first unboxing, I never showed my face for probably 2 or 3 times. Now I just get on there and pretend I'm talking to you guys and just go because they don't care. They don't
I
care
don't
what
have
you
a
look like.
problem with I don't have a problem with showing my face. So
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Well,
I
that's
mean,
good.
they want to
Yeah.
see you. They want to see you using it. That's like I've been posting pictures. My son has white baseball pants. I freaking want to kill the person that invented white baseball pants. But I've been showing them how I'm combining now that we can actually show that we're using other products. Like I'm showing them how I'm combining our all-purpose cleaner and my OxyClean and my Dawn dish soap, and I'm scrubbing and I'm soaking it and I'm getting them how to get it out. And so I even keep counter cleaner in the back of my car now, and I'm like, get your white pants off, and I'm like spraying them out in the parking lot and stuff. And so they want to see that, and they're like, what is that? That smells good. So have it with
But
you
keep
always.
posting,
Yep, keep posting.
keep showing up, keep sharing because people are out. It's summertime, people are out. They're not stuck in the house, but they're going to
Mhm.
remember that you sell Scentsy. So keep it up because in the fall, when they're not doing anything because it's cold and it's dark and it's depressing, they're going to be inside shopping your Scentsy website because of everything you did all this summer, all the things you did. So, but we appreciate it. Thank you all for joining,
Yep, it's about 10
and
after, so
we will see y'all next month.
yep. Yeah, and if you guys have any questions after this, like I said, I'll get the videos out to everybody. And then you can message any of us. Like none of us care that you message us if you're not on our team. We're not about that. We just want to help everybody be successful. So you can easily reach out to any of us. Because we all know that, you sometimes it's easier to hear it from somebody else or you just get along better with other people. So and it comes out differently. Like that's why we all got together because we all have different ideas, and so it helps to collaborate. So,
hmm
all
Well,
right,
thanks so much for coming, ladies, and
yes,
we will
thank
see
Thank
you
you.
you.
next
Bye.
month.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
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 I'm trying to figure out how to stop recording. No. How do I get? Oh, there it is.